Global Truth Center. I'm Reverend Karen Mitchell. Let's get this party started right now. What do you say? Yeah. All right, here we go. Woo! Everybody, get up on your feet. Come on. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet now. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on. Everybody, get up on your feet. I see you. See the light in everybody you meet. Whoa, everybody, get up on your feet now. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet now. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet now. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, 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 Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. Get on up now. See the light. Everybody you meet. Oh, hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Oh, hey, 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 yeah, yeah. How about you?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm awake now. My blood is flowing, I'll tell you. I'm Reverend Karen Mitchell. Welcome to Global Truth Center. Woo! I'm so grateful to be back here. I know you guys are too, because that's why you're here. And you people online, good to see you in your jammies. Just kidding. Okay, so we come here every Sunday, virtually or in person, to know one thing and one thing only. What is that? Okay, are there any new people? Any people here for the first time? Yeah, would you be happy to share your name with us? Stand up so we can love on you a little bit.
Good morning. My name is Jay Sherman.
Good morning, Jay. Let's give it up for Jay. So, Jay, were you able to understand what these people were saying in kind of a mishmashy way when I said, why do we come together every Sunday? No. Not a clue. I know. Okay, let's try this one more time. Why do we come here every Sunday? What are we doing here?
To know right where I am, God is.
There you go, Jay. So, to know that right where I am, right where you are, God is. That's what we teach here. And we have a vision statement that kind of puts it all in a nutshell, right? I'm going to do the Vanna White because I miss doing that. Okay. Love only. Forgive everything. Remember who you are. Yes. And what else do we know? What else do we know in our vision statement? Do it now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for 10 minutes from now. Do it right now, right? That feels really good. So today, we have the wonderful, amazing Reverend, I didn't get to ever introduce you like that before, Reverend Suzanne Benoit, and she's going to come up, and she's going to light the candle. Yeah. So this is our healing candle. It's a mystery candle. There it is. We'll talk more about that later. Excellent. Very good. So now you've lit the healing candle, and you're going to do an opening treatment for us.
All right, I ask you to relax with me. With a heart so full of love, it's my honor, my privilege to stand and state the truth for myself and for each and every one in this room and online. The truth that all there is this field of amazing creative energy and love. That's the allness. And as the allness, there's a oneness, and we are all part of that oneness. It is in every ounce of us, is in every breath we take, in every thought we have, in every belief we hold, every step we make. In this universe of perfect order, of abundance, so apparent when we look at nature and see the multiplicity of leaves on the trees, so many different kinds, rain coming to serve and to nourish exactly when it's needed, everything in perfect symmetry and perfect harmony. This abundant, just amazing universe is in harmony. And we are it. We are also that abundance. That is our birthright. That is who we are. That is our identity. We are abundant. We are loving. We are creative because it is everything we are. We are that entire universe within ourselves. And I know and claim right here, right now, that this morning is full of inspiration. It's full of joy and laughter and music and talent, and just absolutely sends us out into our weeks full of something that we can use, something that we can use as support, something that will inspire us and take us forward. And I am so grateful to know that for myself. I am so grateful to know that to everyone here and online. And so with absolute conviction, I release my words as law, knowing that they are done. And together we say, and so it is.
So it is. Oh, don't go anywhere. Oh, no. Come back. Come back. Make a U-turn. You know, life is kind of like that, right? Sometimes we just have to make a little U-turn.
There you go.
Come right back to where we are. Because you got more to do.
Okay.
You got more to do, girlfriend, Reverend.
Yes.
Okay. So what is our theme of the month that we're talking about today?
Remember.
Remember. Okay. So I would love, and we would all love, to get your thoughts about what does that mean to you personally, Reverend Suzanne?
Well, obviously it means to remember the truth of who we are, to remember that our consciousness is always active and creating, because that's who we are. We are creativity in action, God in action. Constantly everything that is in our consciousness and in our beliefs are creating our experience. This week, I had the great pleasure of one of my godsons had his first baby, or his wife had her first baby. And I started thinking about remembering when we're little. And when we're little, There's that pure consciousness that wakes up every morning just full of what's going to be today, what the wonder of what it's going to be. There's no sense of limitation. There's no sense of rules or of negativity or of lack or anything. The world is just open and wonderful and full of everything we want it to be. I think it's wonderful if we can take some time to remember when we're little, because that is that pure consciousness arriving, and that's a kind of a memory of the relative that helps us to remain in the absolute. Because the purity of that little soul with their eyes open and ready for everything is in essence what we should be, what we can be, if we're constantly remembering the truth of who we are, that purity of consciousness, that absolute essence of love and nothing else.
Yeah.
Nothing to get in the way.
No brainwashing has started
No
yet.
brainwashing. There's that song from South Pacific. We've got to be carefully taught.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
It happens. It's race consciousness. We talk about race consciousness. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's so important for us to remember,
Yeah.
because to focus on those things washes away the other stuff.
And babies are so dependent.
Yeah.
They just can't exist without help, They
That's
can't
right.
walk, they can't eat, nothing.
But
So
they
there's a big
expect it.
surrender. Yeah.
Yeah, and they expect it.
Right.
And we have that right to expectation too.
That's it.
We do.
So we surrender, I don't have to do this all by myself, right? I don't have to figure everything. I don't have to know how to walk right now. I can actually surrender and know that I am that innocent child that needs to be kind of helped and guided and open to wonder. We're going to talk about that later.
Right.
Wonder and amazement.
Right. And that help, that support is always there.
Yeah. But we
Knowing.
forget, right?
Knowing it's always there no matter what. And I think this is kind of off the topic of baby, but it makes me think of, there's a quote about, I forget, Henry Ford or somebody, I can't remember who it was, said, remember, and you're talking about things happening that come in to kind of buffet you and make you forget all that good expectation and everything. I think he said something about, remember that an airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. So you have that expectation of liftoff, of things still being great, still being wonderful, still being good, even if stuff around you, the wind
Doesn't look like it's good.
doesn't look like it will. But
Doesn't
we have
feel good.
we have to have that expectation that liftoff is going to happen, that
Exactly.
good things are happening, that we deserve it and expect it.
It's the remembering that's sometimes challenging, right? Knowing
Yeah.
it, we can know it here, but in the heat of the moment, right?
Yeah.
Remembering it. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. I can remember this. Wait. So that's good. So what's our affirmation?
Our affirmation is, there it is, I remember the truth of who I am no matter what. Wow. So can you say it with me? We'll do it twice. Let's just start off nice and peaceful and really letting it sink in, okay? I remember the truth of who I am no matter what. Okay, now let's get excited about it and really belt it out.
Felt it, baby.
Okay?
I
I
remember
remember
the
the truth
truth
of
of
who
who
I
I
am
am
no matter what.
No matter what. And so it is.
And so it is.
And so it is. All right, now you have leave to sit down. So now we're going to bring ourselves into that knowing space, right? We get into our heads and we say, I know that. I remember that. I'm good. Let's drop down. Drop down into our heart center, right? let's take that brain, that thinking, the factoids, let's just drop down to our feelings. Let's remember that there is only love. All we have to do is remember that. So let's start remembering that right now. If you want to close your eyes, close your eyes. If you want to leave them open, leave them open.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals. Love that sets us free. There is only breathe in that love with me now. Know that that is who we are. No matter what it looks like, we are love itself. So I'm so grateful. I release my word, and so it is. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals. Love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when I feel I've lost my way, I just go inside and quiet my mind. And I hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. Sing it if you want. There is only love. Love that heals. Love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals. Love that sets us free. There is only love. Take a deep breath in. And let that out. That's who. That's what's happening right here in this room. That's what's happening around the world as we send this beautiful energy out there. Ooh.
Whew. So, next up, we have an unknown mystery. Because I have no idea what comes next. I'm looking at Reverend Karen, the OG Reverend Karen Oxrider. Oh, fabulous. I get to sing again? Oh, man, I love that. Okay. Robbie is so patient and tolerant with me. I love you. I love you, Robbie. We're going to be talking about the mystery of life. And so this song, written by Daniel Nahmad, came into my mind. We're always trying to figure stuff out, right? Let's just release that, like those babies we just talked about. When things go wrong, it's natural to wonder, what celestial rule did I break? And when things go right, it's logical to ponder, what credit can I take? But the truth is so much easier. I don't need a master plan. I can live here in this moment, 'cause my life is in good hands. I don't need to know where the wind blows, 'cause God knows. I don't need to know what the future holds, 'cause God knows. I need never know how pain ends, how my heart mends. I can just let go, 'cause God knows. And still I find crying out for answers. I guess I'm still craving control. Who isn't? And still I find I'm not taking any chances, as if I could damage my soul. But in this moment, I remember it all comes so clear to me. The minute I surrender, I'm as safe as I can be. Yeah. 'Cause I don't need to know where the time goes, 'cause God knows. I don't need to know what the future holds, 'cause God knows. I need never know how pain ends, or how my heart mends. I can just let go, 'cause God knows. Let go, I'm letting go. Oh, oh, oh. I need never know
'cause God knows. God knows. God knows.
Thank you. Oh, wow. That song always gets me. Thank you, Daniel Nahmod, for making everybody cry. Okay, that's what he does. I don't need to know, but I want to. I want to know. I always want to know. Don't you? Like, I want to know how things work. I want to know why the sky is blue. I want to know, okay, how many of you saw my little video blog, the little video that I did pre-service? Okay, good. Someone's watching it. I love that. Okay, so I asked some very important questions in there. I wanted to know, why does the chicken cross the road? Why does the chicken cross the road? So think back to last week's talk by Dr. James, and you'll get a clue. Okay, I figured out that the chicken crosses the road to get a new perspective. That's what he was talking about. How many of you didn't watch last week? Okay, he was talking about that last week. To get a new perspective, okay? And then, is there really somebody there when you ask the question, knock, knock? That was my other question. Has anyone else ever wondered, is there really anyone there? So the answer is, if we believe there's someone there, there's someone there. That's my simple answer. These are the things that keep me up at night, okay? I'm wondering all of these questions. I must know the answer. We talked a little bit with the Reverend Suzanne about mystery and wonder, right? I think that's one of the first things that just goes out the window when we start believing stuff that we're told as kids. You're not smart enough, you're not good enough, you know, you're a girl, you know, you can't do it. You know, none of the women here can probably relate to that, right? Yeah, it's interesting, the stuff we believe. And we learn here that everything is all about what we believe, right? You knew that, right? Jay, if this is your first time to any sort of science of mind related thing, that's something that we believe. So, mystery and wonder take us into a place of bigger picture possibility. So my talk today is called Remember the Mystery. And I'm not really talking about a good Agatha Christie, like whodunit, like, or that game, like Mr. Mustard in the library with a candlestick. You guys remember that? Clue, right? Clue. Yeah, I grew up playing that, or my kids have played it, and that's not the mystery I'm talking about, okay? But those are good mysteries, but that's not what I'm really talking about. I love to study religions, obviously. That's why I'm here. I love doing that. And I had the occasion to go to a Catholic funeral. Unfortunately, my son's fiance's grandfather had passed, and they had to wait about a month to have his funeral. And they're Catholic people, so we got to go to the rosary the night before. And I wanted to share with you these rosary beads that I got in Ireland. So these are rosary beads, if you've never seen them before. They're designed to help you remember, as a Catholic or anyone else who wants to, the prayers that you're supposed to pray as you count each little bead, right? It's more complicated than that, but apparently the Virgin Mary appeared to St. Dominic in about the 1200s and handed him rosary beads and said, here, pray these prayers and do this and everybody will remember. Because language wasn't really written down, right? It was told. So have you ever tried to remember a grocery list in your head? Like, okay, it's lettuce, and then it's garbanzo beans, and then maybe if I alphabetize them, what comes first? Beans. Okay, beans. Cheese is next, you know, whatever. So if I did it on beads, I would probably remember my grocery list a little better. But these came from a holy shrine in Ireland called Knock, the Shrine of Knock. And if you ever get to check it out, it's pretty amazing, an amazing place to go. So that's to help us remember those prayers. We also have my mala beads here. Have you guys seen mala beads before? I like to wear them sometimes as a necklace or wrap them around my wrist, right? They're beautiful. They are Buddhist, Hindu, maybe 3,000 years ago. They started using these beads. And mala actually means meditation garland. So in the same way with rosary beads, you're counting your prayers, one bead at a time, helping you to remember. So we're talking about remembering. Anything that helps me remember, I will do. Like, I am one of those people. I make a song around it. I wrote a song about the 5 steps of prayer treatment called And So It Is, because I couldn't remember. I was like, what is the first step? What is the second step? If I can sing it, I can remember it. So that kind of goes along with, I think, the mala beads and the rosary beads to me. Both are designed to help us remember our prayers. So the world is full of mysteries. What does the word mystery mean? Can you tell them into like words? Okay, I hope it's not boring to anybody, but I like to get behind to the actual meaning of the word we're using, because words have power. So the word mystery literally means, here it is, beyond understanding or only understood by revelation. That's a mystery. And I think that the thing I really want us to remember today is that we don't know everything. We have access to the one mind that knows everything. Yes. But there are mysteries in this universe that we don't really understand. Neil Armstrong, a distant relative of mine, by the way, on my mom's side. I know, how weird is that? Neil Armstrong said, mystery creates wonder. We talked about wonder earlier. And wonder is the basis of man's desire to understand. So yes, we need to wonder. We need to ask questions. We teach that we ask questions here. You don't just do your prayer, close your mind, check it at the door. We ask questions here. We need to wonder, what is the meaning? But do we need to unravel every mystery? How do you describe God? I mean, I don't think there's a big enough description in any book, right? So there are mysteries. You guys know what these are? Crop circles. Some are phony, obviously, reproduced crop circles, but some crop circles, they say, this is near Stonehenge, appear overnight and they don't know why. And they don't know where they've come from, and they can't find no trace of anybody doing it. And so it is a bit of a mystery. There are millions, I think, of pictures of different crop circles. You may have seen them. This is the one near Stonehenge, the first kind of wave of crop circles that came up. We also have the Mayan civilization. Do you see the ancient figurine there of that little Mayan guy, the carving? Doesn't he look like the astronaut? Neil Armstrong on the right. Doesn't he look like an astronaut? That's a mystery. This is that whole Ancient Aliens show. You can admit to watching it if you've watched it. There's no judgment here. My sister is actually a ufologist. Like, she's I don't even know what you would call it. I don't even know what to call it. So there are mysteries like this that are dug up around the world all the time, right? I don't have the answer to that, but I don't need to have that answer. I allow for the possibility because I have wonder and excitement and interest. And I know that this universe is way wilder than I can even imagine, right? So, speaking of life on other galaxies, E.T. phone home. That was pretty good. I never did an E.T. impersonation before. Put that in my repertoire. Is there life on other planets, other galaxies, anywhere else but right here? You know, that's a debatable question, and everybody has their opinion. I'm just throwing it out there because I can. Okay, so a couple more mysteries. Mark Twain said, when we remember we are all mad, the mysteries disappear and life stands explained. Gotta love Mark Twain. But of course, I went and looked up the word mad, because this is what I do, because I'm mad. Okay. The definition of mad can be crazy, right? Out of your mind, crazy. It can be angry. I'm so mad, angry. Or it can also be like when you say, I'm mad about my husband. I'm mad about chocolate. I'm mad about finding the meaning behind words. You can be crazy about it, like to a point where it's really about passion and excitement. So you could choose to think that Mark Twain is saying, when we remember that we are all passion and excitement and wonder, then the mysteries of the universe stand explained. But then there are these people. All right, who knows what this show was? I would come home from school and watch this show with these people with these costumes. These people are the first definition of mad, I think. But what I loved about this show called Let's Make a Deal, starring Monty Hall, there was a mystery. What's behind door number 1? What's behind door number 2? And you had to pick one. You had to, as a contestant, you had to pick the door. I'll go with door number 1, Monty. And they dress up all ridiculous and And sometimes it's a donkey. I don't know why they were giving away donkeys. I think it's very strange. But everyone is not hoping for the donkey. Everyone was hoping for the big money, right? Everybody wants the big money. So the mystery of what's behind the doors kept people watching. It kept people watching. And it got me thinking, what's behind the doors of our lives? What's behind our employment door? What's behind our relationship door? What's behind the health door? What's behind there? And what are we expecting? So, we can't do a talk without Ernest Holmes, the founder of the Science of Mind and Spirit. Never limit your view of life by any past experience. So how many of us have gotten the donkey when we opened the door of door number 1 and we wanted the pile of money, or we got I don't know what we got. We got something crazy, something we didn't want. How many of us have opened the door and gotten a diagnosis that we didn't want? Or opened the door of employment and, it's not fulfilling me. I don't love this job, or in relationship. Why have I picked another person who's, what are we expecting? What are we expecting? Ernest Holmes is correct when he says, don't limit our view based on past experience. Principle is not based on precedence or bound by precedence, meaning this. So let's talk about prayer. We got the beads here. We got a bunch of different prayers we can remember and recite. Let's talk about our style of prayer that we teach here, affirmative prayer. I took a fabulous Power of Prayer class online with Dr. Beckwith of Agape. And it was very in-depth about why prayer works or why we feel it doesn't work. How many of us have had a prayer ever not answered? Okay, the honesty is coming out now. It's okay to admit it. Yes. And is it a mystery? Sort of. But we know that if we go into prayer another time, another prayer, knowing that we've had our prayer not answered, knowing that, maybe this isn't even going to work. Maybe I'm just doing this and I'm doing it wrong, or this is not going to happen. This is not going to work, right? Have you ever been in that position? You have that little doubt, that sort of, okay, I'll try treatment because it's supposed to work, but it didn't work last time. I'm still treating for that same thing. Have you ever been treating over and over again, praying for the same thing because it's just not working? Not working for you? Okay. So every time we go into treatment, when we have that doubt about the mystery of why did it not work, This quote from Michael Beckwith, Dr. Beckwith: worry has no transformational value. There's no transformational energy in worry or wondering why. Okay, I'm worried about this prayer because it doesn't ever work, and okay, I'll try it anyway. Okay, let me just go through the steps. Where are my beads? Okay, let me go through the steps. The truth about affirmative prayer, and we did a circle up this morning before y'all got here. The truth about affirmative prayer is that it is energy. It is pure energy that actually transforms us to a higher level of energy when we are done praying that prayer. If you measured our brains when we're thinking about having a popsicle or a chocolate, because I'm mad about chocolate, think about having chocolate, or if we're really eating chocolate, our brains don't know the difference. In our brain, it's really happening. So if we're believing that it's really happening, that is changing our brain totally. Neuroplasticity means that new pathways are being formed when we pray, when we use affirmative prayer. This is the real deal, guys. We're changing our brains. We're changing our energy. We're changing our vibration. That's what we're doing. So something always changes. Is it the mystery, or is it what you're specifically asking for? I don't need to know whether I'm supposed to have that new car or whether I'm not supposed to have the new car, or the reason I didn't get the car is because blah, 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 blah. What I need to know is that when I pray and I release my word as law into that energy field that we call the divine or God, it's done. It's already changed my brain. The energy's already done. It's already out there. It's done in the mind of God. There is no difference between thinking maybe it is and knowing that it is, if you can know that the energy has moved. The energy has transmuted. So, we release our word with thanksgiving. We don't think of ourselves as the farmer planting a seed and digging it up every couple of days to check and see if it's sprouting, right? That would be crazy. That would be mad. We don't do that. We can do it. Gosh, I've done it. Heck, I admit to that. I've done that. It's so much better when you don't go back and dig up your little seedling. It really is. But if you plant corn, you're going to get corn. There's no mystery there. This is what the universe does. It just does that. I don't have to say to, any kind of a seed of a bean pod, I can say, okay, I'm planting a bean. I don't have to say to it, now remember you're a bean, and you have to come out like a bean. And then check on it every couple of days. Are you a bean? Are you a bean yet? How many of us have experienced that, right? Virtually or in reality? Yeah, we don't have to check on it. This is our neighborhood. This is our neighborhood. Look where we are, a little dot. The mystery of this is beyond my comprehension. The mystery of what's happening and the space between the stars. Now there's dark matter, there's black holes, there's gravity. It's fabulous. You could spend your life trying to solve that mystery. Or you can be in awe of it and open to the genius of it. Okay, that's where we are. Okay, we're right there. Okay. And I'm not going to worry about falling off the planet or spinning out into space. I'm not going to worry about that because the laws of the universe keep me right here. Gravity. I know how it works. I don't go jumping off a building to prove it. I don't have to do that. It's a law of the universe. So, what if we surrendered that bigger picture that knows what's happening, that knows what's going on everywhere? Sit in the mystery. Sit in the discomfort. Sit in it. Breathe it. be in awe of it. Just the fact that we're here is pretty amazing, right? So, winding it up here, there's Ernest Holmes. This is the great mystery, the limitless wonder of the universe. That which out of nothing can make something, but its nothing is really the substance of every something. Wow, thank you, Ernest, for being so gosh darn clear about that. This is one of those sort of paragraphs where you go into what we call lectio divina, where you kind of break it up and you just read it over and over and over again, right? But I get what he's saying. Y'all get what he's saying? We think it's nothing, but it's really the substance of everything. And this is what they're finding about space. It's not blank space between the stars. That's actually stuff. Like, we're just starting to understand this stuff, okay? So it's pretty amazing. Okay, just remember, I love Rumi. Do you guys love Rumi? Like so amazing. Whatever you know or don't, only love is real. So when I first came into this philosophy, it was very, very much in my head. You know, okay, pray this way, and then, I can figure anything out. I'll have all the answers, and if I just pray this correct way, then the answers are going to come, and I'm going to create the life I want. There's no mystery there. We have to allow for the mystery. So my charge to each of us this week is to remember, when stuff happens behind door number 1 or door number 2, and you pick that door, and it's not what you were expecting, it's still only love. And it's always for you. Even the donkey, somehow, will be for you. I'd love to have a donkey. Maybe someday I will. I don't know. So I would love to ask you to take a deep breath right now. Uncross, unclench, unfold, unworry. Surrender into that wonder. The most ancient sound of the universe is Om. And online you'll find recordings from NASA of space sounds that are actually from space. And it's pretty amazing. Everything is vibration. My voice, our bodies, those chairs, they're just vibrating energy. We're going to do a little work with the gong here today, this morning, just to wind up with a couple of minutes of a gong healing treatment. This is pure vibration. This is a healing practice that's done all over the place, and they use it as a healing tool to kind of realign your atoms and your chakras and everything else, which are your energy centers. This morning, we're going to let this feeling of vibration wash over us, wash through us. And it can be intense, especially in the front row. No, it's good, but it can be a little intense. So, are you ready? All right, let's do a couple of ohms together. This is not singing. There's no note you have to find. Just take a deep breath. Feel that vibration in your body as that original sound of the universe passes through you and surrounds the room with energy and light. Take in a deep breath and exhale. Feel the vibration that is you, that is all things. And remember, this is who we are and what we're made of. That's why it's a mystery. That's why there's possibility and wonder and excitement. I want to thank you all for letting me share that with you today. I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you, Dr. James, for asking me. Thank you to everyone who has helped me to not sit down when I'm supposed to stand up and stand up when I'm supposed to sit down. So we're just going to take this moment to move into our announcements now. No? And the giving first. Oh, wow. I'm so in the zone of the vibration. Okay. So giving, yes, giving is very important. Without giving, there's no receiving. Without receiving, there's no giving. So we're constantly giving and receiving, aren't we? Both. So this morning we are going to get into that space of the energetic vibe that God is energy and money is God in action. And it goes out to heal and prosper and bless, and it comes back to us multiplied abundantly. What? Oh, great. Yeah. So we're going to say this all together as we prepare our gifts, okay? Here we go. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of my spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. So it is. Let's stay in that space of beautiful gratitude. Gratitude, 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 gratitude for everything.
If there was only one prayer ever spoken, only one prayer ever heard, only one heart ever broken, it would be enough to speak these words. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Now, Reverend Suzanne is going to say a blessing over these gifts.
Ah, thank you. Muchas gracias. Merci. Whatever language you want to say, whatever words you want to have, I accept these gifts. I honor the law of reciprocity in this universe, which says that everything that we give out comes back to us. And I know that these gifts do good work here and as we project out into the world around us. And I so appreciate the blessings of this community, this family, and the evidence that lie in this basket. And so thank you. And so it is.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. Thank you, yeah, thank you for everything. Oh, yeah. Take it to the bridge, y'all. There is power in a grateful heart. one hurt, we're forgiving. It would be enough to make this choice. Thank you. Sing it now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Good morning. It's Sunday, May 22nd, and here are your Global Truth Center announcements. Happy birthday this week to the one, the only, Michael Pancake. Our spring classes are in full swing, and you can always drop into one for some midweek inspiration. On Mondays, sign up and attend our class, Putting It Together, taught by Reverend Dale Olansky and Reverend Lori Savage. On Wednesdays, attend our class, The Power of Belief, taught by Reverend Liza Marquez and Reverend Eric Overholter. Simply sign up on the globaltruthcenter.org website under the Classes tab. Speaking of classes, join Dr. James for BODS, Building Our Dynamic Selves. Beginning June 1st, Dr. James will lead us into 30 days of inspirational, transformative morning sessions. Each morning at 7 a.m., you can join online or listen to the session later in the day for a powerful 15 to 20-minute reminder of how you can create the body you want from the inside out. The cost is only $125 for the consecutive 30-day class. Looking ahead to summer, right after you complete 30 days of BODS, it'll be time for a pool party. Please save the date of July 2nd on your Global Truth Center calendar for a divine dining, barbecue, and pool party at Kevin and Dr. James's home. Finally, we have a very special Wine and Wisdom scheduled for the month of June. Join us for an evening of fun as we take our monthly Wine and Wisdom event to the next level. On Saturday, June 18th, Carolyn Clemens, Dr. James, and Kevin will be hosting Divine Whining. Yes, you heard that right. Divine Whining. This event will be at Carolyn's beautiful home in Thousand Oaks and will take the place of our regularly scheduled Friday night event. There will be a blind wine tasting as part of the fun, and expect some surprises. Everyone will enjoy an evening of wine, hors d'oeuvres, a variety of non-alcoholic beverages, desserts, and coffee. The event is limited to the first 40 people who register, so don't delay. The price is $55 per person and can be found on the Global Truth Center website following today's service. Have a fantastic week, everyone.
Woo! There's a lot going on here, y'all. It's fantastic. I want to just do a quick little additional announcement about the BODS, Reverend James course. I've taken his CPR course, of course, many years ago, which was the same idea. The format is that every day you get divine wisdom, not whining really, but some wisdom from Dr. James. And 30 days of that every single day is absolutely transformational. The first thing I thought about the BODS class was, oh, geez, I'm not skinny enough to be talking about the BODS class. I'm not skinny enough to be, and I was like, wow, okay, guess who needs to take the class? I'm a curvy woman. I am happy with my curves, and my husband is happy with my curves. He says, me too, over there. Okay. So guys, don't let it stop you if you're like, oh, this is just another thing to get me like all muscly and skinny, which is nothing wrong with that. But it's not. It's kind of like if you win the lotto and you win all that money and then it's gone like in a year because you don't have the consciousness to hang on to the money and do good stuff with it. Have you heard of those people who win it and it's just gone, right? This is about building that consciousness of your divine temple, which is your You're hosting God here, guys, so goddess. This is about building that consciousness. All shapes, all sizes, all genders, everybody is welcome to build that consciousness. And it outpictures as us, as our body temples. So my initial thought, oh yeah, no, I can't, I'm never going to be like a hard body or whatever. But you never know. If I'm supposed to be, I will. If I have the consciousness for that, I will. If I'm happy the way I am, then I'm going to build that up so that I don't feel I'm not skinny enough to talk about the BODS class. Okay. So there you go. That's my little plug about the BODS class. Do it if you're on the fence. Just do it. It's amazing. I would say bingo success. Sherry Verson, do you have something to say to us about the bingo success and the women's group? Come on up, girlfriend. Sure.
Well, first of all, I want to thank.
Hang on. Maybe it's not on. Just a second. Because I have this. I have two.
I want to thank everyone who participated in our bingo fundraiser and dressed up. The majority of people came in costume, and I can tell you it was a blast, and it was a success. We raised just over $1,000 for our spiritual community.
Woo!
Yes,
Nice!
yes.
Well done.
And I want to especially thank the Women's Committee of the Global Truth Center for planning, executing, and donating the prizes for the whole event. It was fantastic. And I also want to thank all of the volunteers, those who transformed our sanctuary into a bingo hall, and also to everyone who helped downstairs in the kitchen. That was, we laid out a whole array of appetizers and, of course, wine and beer and non-alcoholic beverages. And so it was a great, great success. And I also want to especially thank our Ann Richards, who came and was our host. She was in really rare form that night. And in addition to that, she kept us in laughter, shock, and surprise throughout the event. So thank you to everyone who participated and supported this event.
Fabulous. Yay. Thank you, Sherry. So, Connie Milner, youth director, I just want to have you stand up because this woman does the amazing. She deals with our youth, and she is absolutely doing the opposite of how I was raised with all that sort of brainwashing and not good enough. She's planting the positive, fabulous truth in our youth. So let's give a hand to Connie Milner because she's amazing. Yeah. Woo! Love you. Okay. So now I want to talk about consciousness on demand. If you guys have some sort of mystery, or come on up. We've got Sherry Verson again. She's everywhere. And Eric Bork. Mr. Margaret Owens. Okay, so you'll be upstairs. He's always Mr. Mitchell, so I know, I get the feeling. I love his wife, Margaret Owens. She's amazing talent. So you'll be upstairs, Eric. And Sherry, you're going to be downstairs. Okay, so if you guys have opened door number 1 and you're going, these guys can know the truth for you and really move that energy and change your brain and change your experience. All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Thanks for being available. So, Mindy Schinnerer, my whole background vocal team, let's give Mindy a hand here because she's doing the work of like 6 people, and she's doing a great job. And Robbie and the band, come on now. I mean, you don't get this everywhere. And I'm so grateful that these guys are here, still here. I love it. These are the best guys in town. Okay, so who's ready to stand up, shake it off, get that energy moving? Let's go into this next coming week with a passion and an excitement and being mad about something. In a good way. All right.
If you think there's nothing new under the sun, well, if it's possible, it's already been done. If you think the stage has all been set, think again.
Yeah?
Yeah. You ain't seen nothing yet. Sun will come up with a wave of your hand. You're smack dab in the middle of the promised land. Yeah. It all turned out just the way that you planned. Believe it, you will see it. So you think you finally made your bed?
Yeah.
Well, there ain't nothing down that road ahead.
Door number 2.
If you think this is as good as it gets, think again now. You ain't seen nothing yet. Sun will come up with a wave of your hand. You're smack dab in the middle of the promised land. It all turned out just the way that you planned. Believe it, you will see it. Believe it, you will see it. And you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. Sun will come up with a wave of your hand. You're smack dab in the middle of the promised land. It all turned out just the way that you planned. Believe it, you will see it. Believe it, you will see it. And you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. No, you ain't seen nothing. No, you ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. Have a great week, everyone.
Have a great week.
You